is brought to you by JTS and Company Mortgage Brokers.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. We have Jeff Farnham here with JTS and Company. Now, Jeff, last week we discussed the steps that first home buyers take when they go through the mortgage process. And of course, there are already many consumers out there who already have mortgages. Can you give us some tips and things they can do to make sure their mortgage is in the best position for them?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of the things as we get into mortgages, we tend to just kind of let time go by and we kind of forget about them. But it's always good to do a mortgage checkup, and we offer that as a free checkup. We encourage you to do that annually, or at least every couple of years, just to kind of see where you're at and maybe be able to see if there's any opportunity to put yourself in a better position.
All right, and what sort of things does the mortgage checkup look at?
You know, we'll look at what your current rate is on the note that you have already, what type of term you're on, the type of loan you're in, and determine what other options might be available to you today based on your current situation. So a lot of times, you know, over the past couple of years, really, with rates being as low as they are, we've had a lot of people that have been able to reduce from 30-year mortgages down to 10 or 15-year mortgages, cut interest rates in half, really save thousands of dollars in interest and save a lot of money monthly by refinancing and just doing that mortgage checkup.
All right, and on the topic of mortgage insurance, can consumers eliminate having to pay that mortgage insurance?
You know, mortgage insurance, PMI, which you have to keep in mind, is an insurance cost or a charge that you pay if you didn't put at least 20% down on, say, a conventional loan, and if you got a government loan like an FHA or rural development loan, you have a monthly mortgage insurance that pays to continue to insure that loan. So eliminating that cost, it can be very beneficial to you. Sometimes you might be at a good rate, but you're still paying a high PMI on a conventional loan. That's something we'll evaluate for you as well and look at trying to eliminate that for you. So on a conventional loan, once you get to 78% loan to value, that PMI should terminate. There are some other ways to get rid of it sooner than when you get there, maybe a situation where you're able to refinance and get out of it a little quicker. Same thing with the government insured loan, being able to refinance and maybe back to a conventional loan product. A lot of times we'll get you out from under that PMI. Sometimes PMI is very expensive, especially if you did an FHA loan a few years back. PMI can be very expensive on a monthly basis, so we've seen people be able to cut not really change their rate very much, but cut down on the total payment by getting rid of that PMI.
All right, and what are some of the rules in dropping mortgage insurance?
Well, you know, just like we talked about, on a conventional loan, being able to drop, you know, once you get below 80% loan to value, down to that 78% trigger mark, then the PMI is going to terminate. You can apply to get that off of there a little sooner. On an FHA loan, refinancing out of the PMI, or on a rural development loan would be the ways of getting rid of that.
All right, and do you have a market update for us?
Well, you know, we've caught a little bit of reprieve. We've been over the past 4 or 5 weeks. There's been a little bit of pressure on the bond market, and we've seen rates climb a little bit from where they were 6, 7 weeks ago. Got a little bit of reprieve early this week, so rates are still holding up very strong. We're in the mid to low 4s and upper 3s on 30-year fixed rate, 20-year fixed rates, and the 15 years are still in the mid 3s and down. So still very strong mortgage rates. All
right, sounds good. Thanks so much, Jeff, as always. And for more information about today's topic, visit the JTS and Company website, www.jts-co.com, like their Facebook page, or call them today. Stay with us, more Sunrise after the break.